Hello everyone, if you're new to this channel, I'm Anirudh Bhatt, a third year medical student at Goa Medical College, and if you want to make your medical journey as pleasant as possible, do consider subscribing to the channel. In this video, I'll be answering a very frequently asked question in the comment section in my videos. Should I buy the Marrow handwritten notes? Now my answer will vary year from year, depending on your stage of preparation. Whether Marrow is going to be useful for you if you are good at taking down notes and listening to the lecture simultaneously. So since I've broken this down into year by year, you may be able to skip to the relevant part in the timestamps provided over here. So let us start. Before I break it down year by year, I need to understand that Marrow itself makes a disclaimer that only 80 to 90% of all the video content is embedded in the notes.
जोर-जोर से बोल के लोगों को स्कीमें बता दे.
So for a more conceptual understanding of the entire subject, you need to use your notes in conjunction with your Marrow videos. It cannot be used on its own. So you need to understand that you need to be a Plan C user, and only then you'll be able to buy your Marrow handwritten notes. So coming to the first year of MBBS. Now you just entered your medical college and you're looking for the most optimal use of your time while studying your anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. At this moment, you need not worry about your PG preparations as such. You need to know the concepts by heart. You need to be able to recall the basic sciences in your exam. So what happens with Marrow is that they update the syllabus each and every single year, especially your clinical subjects that are your third year and your fourth year subjects. So what you need to understand is that since Marrow will be updating each and every single year, the content of the notes will keep on changing. By the time you'll be in your third year or your final year, the entire management, the drugs, the treatment of the patients will be changing continuously. So it will be much more easy and much more efficient for you if you buy your notes, say in your third year or your fourth year. At this point, you need to focus on anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. Listen to the Marrow videos and take down your own notes, especially in anatomy where you would want to draw your own diagrams for a better understanding. So if you're in the first year, I recommend that you buy Plan C and make your own notes so that you can revise it accordingly. If you're in your second year, I don't think your situation is anywhere different from the first year. By the time you enter your final year and your third year, okay, the syllabus of Marrow will change, especially the final year subjects, because new medicines are coming into the market. The classification of diabetes, for example, will change. So the notes may become redundant by the time you come into your final year. So if you're in your second year, I would also recommend that you buy the plan of the Marrow which has only videos, and I believe it is Plan A. You can buy that particular plan and go through your anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathology, pharmacology, forensic medicine and microbiology and take down those notes. Because the clinical subjects will be updated later on, you may not want to buy the notes now and later on make the updates. It will simply be a tedious task for you. If you like this video so far, do hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Let us move ahead. Now, the most amount of confusion comes in your third year because you are neither this way nor that way. You don't know whether you have next or whether you have need PG. And believe me, I'm in this situation right now. We're all going by the anxiety of the situation. Because the meeting whether to decide whether it was NEET or next PG, okay, that was taken in February of 2020. It has been 6 months since then and we haven't had an update whether we'll be the first path that will go through next or whether we'll still continue with NEET PG. But I want you to understand at this moment is that there is a higher chance of it being next, because the decision on having next for our particular batch had already been taken and the government always likes to maintain the status quo. So we will be having a pre-internship exam that is an exam immediately after our final year, which means that the effective time for study has dramatically decreased. What would have been a post-internship exam is now preponed quite literally 10 months prior. So that means that the study time has simply been reduced for all of us. So I would suggest that if you are taking too much time to go through the videos and take the notes simultaneously, and if it is a boring and a tedious task for you as a third year MBBS student, I would recommend that you go and you invest that 5,000 or 6,000 rupees depending on your plan and get those Marrow Notes. Coming to the updates that they might introduce next year or the year that will be answering our next, that is 2022, they'll also be providing with you where the updates have been introduced. And year to year there will not be much difference. Maybe a few more medicines in pharmacology or a little bit of surgical management might change, but not a drastic change that the first years and the second year students will go through, correct? So I believe that we should buy the Marrow Notes and use it in conjunction with the Marrow videos for a much more efficient preparation going into our PG preparation. Now coming to the final year students. The final year students, I will not be able to advise totally because I am not in that particular year. From what it appears to me is that you will still be having your NEET PG, which means that we don't know when your final year exams are going to be, when your practical exams are going to be, when your university exams are going to be. So there's a lot amount of uncertainty over here. But what you can be sure about is that you'll be having your NEET PG according to schedule in the year 2022. That is the January of 2022. So it would make sense for you to go ahead and buy the notes. Because if you are going to update those notes, if Marrow is going to update those notes, they'll also be providing where you need to make those updates into your notes. So if I am in the final year, I would suggest that you go ahead and buy those notes. I'd also suggest the interns who are right now doing their internship to go ahead and buy the notes if you're lagging around in your preparation. I've also made a video for your benefit about the Marrow unboxing and first-hand review of the Marrow Notes, which I uploaded sometime 2 weeks back, which will be linked right up here or in the description. If you want a review of the Marrow Notes first-hand by me and the unboxing video, do consider watching that particular video. So that's it guys for this video, a proper plan for you based on your year, whether you should go for the Marrow Notes or not, and how to use it in conjunction with the Marrow videos. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and let me know in the comment section below if I missed out anything and you would want videos about which topic in the future. So that's all from me, and I will see you in the next one.